Still here, SHOT Show 2026, presented by Palmetto State Armory. This is our Guns and Gear coverage of SHOT Show and all of the cool things here. We got JB with us, EOTech.
Hello.
You guys know EOTech?
What's going
You
on?
guys are always doing new things. And
I'm doing good. How are you?
here that maybe they don't
What's
think
up,
of.
Nick? What's up, Reeboxer?
Some new categories for you. Tell me.
Token, how you doing? Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Just watching some SHOT Show stuff. Been really behind on. Yeah, there you go. How you doing, brother? I'm really behind on the whole SHOT Show footage. Every time I get on to watch it, I find something else to do that takes my attention away. So that's what I've been doing. Discussing I want to bring up maybe having another giveaway on the channel at our next milestone. -31 below zero. That's absolutely insane. I thought it was cold here. It's about 7 degrees. I think the real feel is closer to 0 Fahrenheit, that is, and freedom units. And to think that it's even, I mean, much colder than that where you're at, I shouts out to you, brother. Weather's not bad yet. We got some snow moving in here in the afternoon. It's gonna get pretty hairy from what I hear. I'm in eastern Pennsylvania. Maine. Yeah, I could only imagine, brother. It's probably it's a good bit further north than we are. Can I hear a quick verse? Yes. Let's have him take us somewhere. We're Zephaniah. I don't know. I haven't read this book. It's a very small one. Zephaniah. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted in the oppressing city. She obeyed not the voice, she received not correction, she trusted not in the Lord, and she drew not near to her God. Ooh, a little weird there. Sorry if my pronunciation was bad on that book. Some of these books really get me with the 4-syllable names. Maybe get a different one in here, not quite as ominous. Matthew 28, verse 19. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Yes, sir. Not the greatest reader. The KJV definitely helped me hone that edge a little bit, but I still have trouble. I'm relatively dyslexic, so. Hello, wife. What's going on? Want to be rich? You'll get there one day, brother. Could be rich in the Lord. The next giveaway, so I was thinking 15,000 subs. We're getting pretty close. Let me double check real quick where we're at currently. I think we are just under 12,000. Yeah, 11,946. So we got about 300 to go. 300 and what is that? 54, I think, something close to that. As soon as we get there, I was thinking doing some kind of weapon light. I have a couple of emails coming in from guys who want me to do some honest reviews on their products, and pondered the notion of possibly having one of those extra to give away. From what I'm hearing, so I'm kind of excited. Maybe we can have a sponsorship for this next giveaway. If not, though, I was thinking possibly a couple of weapon lights. If that's of interest to you guys, I do also have a brand new. I don't know if anybody has the Walker's Ear Pro, but this is the walkie-talkie for the Walker's Ear Pro, and I was thinking about that as well. It's a nice little add-on for ear protection. It'll fit the I think it's the Walker Fire Max Air Pro. We did like 7K last time. Yeah, I know, dude. We shot up like that. That's why I did an extra little prize on the giveaway we did recently. It was the 10K giveaway. I was just so surprised we got there so quickly, and had to add something to it. So I added a little stream light, weapon mounted light for somebody. I think it was, wasn't it you, William? Now that I'm looking at it, I'm not 100% sure. I think I have it written down still. You were second place. You got the mag pouches. What AR is behind me? That's a 300 Blackout that I built. I built that from scratch. It was my first full build out rifle project. It took me quite a while to do. A couple hundred here, a couple hundred there. But it ended up turning out pretty nice, if I do say so myself. I have a different taste. A lot of people dislike the same stuff that I do. So this rifle specifically gets a lot of hate, mainly for the riser and the handguard setup, but I like it. I think it works great for me for what I would be using it for. It is a silenced 300 Blackout, fully customized from scratch. Everything was stripped when I got it. It's a stripped lower receiver. It was a assembled upper receiver, but assembled is just simply the forward assist and the dust cover. So with that, everything else I bought and picked out and researched for different applications specifically built to that platform. So yeah, that thing is sweet. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, I love the Unity riser. It's the GBRS Group Gear one, the 2.91 inch centerline. A lot of people say that you only can use it, or it's only practical when you have nods or when you have gas mask on. It just, for me, it's like, obviously it offers, you know, a much more heads up position instead of having to lean your head down to the side to get a sight picture. So, you know, with close quarters, like room clearing and whatnot, obviously if you know your holdovers, it's not going to be a problem. The height over bore, which is what gets the most hate out of it. But then when I'm clearing, obviously, you know, you're going to hold over a little heavy for that height there, but I think it's really nice for situational awareness in close quarters. Yeah, not only that, but when you bring it up, you get, I mean, it's milliseconds, but it's that much quicker to getting a sight picture versus having to, you know, throw it up, then get that third contact point and fish around for the optic if you haven't found it. A lot of people don't have my PC specs. I know what like specific parts I sought after to have in it. It's a 5070 Ti with a Ryzen 7 9800X3D. That's the DDR5 RAM, 32 gigs. I think it's 1,000 Corsair 1,000-watt power supply. Just a crappy little 240 millimeter water cooler. I don't know what the motherboard is though. It's pretty sweet though. It's a nice white. I like the white, black, and blue look that I've got going on here. I don't know what motherboard that is, but I do very much enjoy the build. It does what I need it to do, that's for sure. I do from time to time. I used to play a lot, but I don't play much anymore. I got it to play games on, and now it just collects dust. I do some business on it sometimes. Yeah, I've had a dot on my pistols for as long as I can remember, and with that, I've definitely gotten a lot more training behind that than irons. I feel the same way about irons. I'm like, man, I wish I knew how to shoot irons. Obviously, I can. I'm decent at it, but it's like, you know, with a red dot, I'm much more capable, as it were. You're going to do some training in the -31, man. Hey, you can't pick the weather whenever you need to, you know, if you're not trained and versed in just about every situation you could put yourself in or be in, it's definitely worth the time training. Even in the cold. I like to do it in the snow myself, but a lot of the times my neighbor, he has a range in his backyard. He lets me use it, but a lot of the times he's out and about. He does mission work, so he's usually in another state. So he's not always there for me to go over and shoot with him. For shooting with a dot. Yeah, well, and that with that, your sight window for a dot, you know, if you're presenting the right way, is a very good area to look to. Like if you're drawing and presenting the right way, you're threat focused, and you're presenting your pistol in a proper fashion, you're going to be in the ballpark, you know. So if it's, you know, you'll eventually, after the first shot, if it's not perfect A zone, the second and third, the follow-up shots are going to be pretty close. What's going on, Cohen? How you doing, brother? Yeah, dude, we're supposed to get close to that. They're saying, I think they're saying 18, but I mean, as far as the weather goes, or the weather predictions, I wouldn't be surprised if we got like 7. So last time we were supposed to get like 2 feet and we got like 9 inches. So it's like, who knows? Dark Side, how's it going, brother? We got 6 to 10 or 10 to 18 coming, depending on the weather app you look at. Yeah, that's, wife's been keeping tabs on it. That's right, brother. That is right. He'll be with you through the storm. Supposed to come in this afternoon, right? Yeah, it's, so we got overnight, essentially. I saw, let me check right now real quick. I think it's supposed to happen sort of towards midnight from what I'm... 2 a.m. is when we're supposed to start seeing stuff, but mostly into tomorrow morning. It's crazy. The weather app, they'll say, you know, 3 days ago it was probably 10 p.m. we were supposed to start getting snow. Now all of a sudden it's 2 a.m. and I bet it'll be 8:30 a.m. by tomorrow morning. You saw my reels, then you're here. I appreciate that, Darkside. Thanks for stopping in, brother. I appreciate the support. Some of them are pretty controversial with the whole, you know, flipping the pistol around and all that, but I enjoy it, so whatever. That's funny, dude. I agree. I like every time I'm a roofer, so the weather, or I work on exteriors, residential exterior construction, so like the weather for me is like an everyday like battle. Like you'll watch 5 different channels and you only get 1 to 2 consistent stories with one another, and usually about 90% of the time it's just inaccurate as ever. There ain't no storm in Tennessee till 1 last night. It was 7 a.m. Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about. They just say stuff. Whatever gets the views, right? We don't do that around here. What are you guys' thoughts on the new EOTech? I don't know if you've seen the new EOTech yet from the new holographic. I think it's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I like the classic EOTech look with the shroud. Obviously, it's a little more innovative, but I don't know. I just not a fan. Not a fan. And it's apparently more expensive than their already ridiculously priced optics. So it's like, what are you guys doing, man? They're appealing to the rich dads in the neighborhood. Apparently they're dropping a silencer too from what I hear. I thought it looked funny myself. It's got like, you know, the body of the actual unit is bigger than the window that you're able to look through for a sight picture. I need to figure out how to be able to stream my computer screen at the same time so we can watch videos together and, you know, make a little bit more fruitful of a conversation piece. Dude, I've heard Romeos aren't bad. My brother-in-law has a really, an old Romeo that he's had for quite a while, and he's probably put, oh my goodness, he probably put 10,000 rounds out of his rifle build. So with that, I mean, the thing is still kicking pretty pretty nicely. He bought it like 8 years ago-ish. Barrel's about smoked by now. Back on the case, this is a bolt action 8.6 blackout SBR with a rugged suppressors Alaskan 360 on it, an Arkin SH4J, an MDT bipod, and then the other one is just a little crap ball Smith & Wesson M&P 1522 that I threw together with a bunch of rando parts I had sitting around. What's going on, Keegan? No, my name's Eric. Not quite, but I guess you got a little bit close. The BCM 12.5 I ordered hurt my wallet. Oh yeah, you were talking about that the other day, dude. That BCM, man. Let's see some BCM goodness. 12.5 complete upper. You bought the complete upper, right? It's the Mark II. What color did you get? Oh yeah, that's definitely a salty boy for sure. I wish, man. I need me a new rifle. Yeah, the new EOTech is definitely ugly for sure. The new belt-fed Gatling gun in 5.56. I have not. Like I said, every time I go to look up SHOT Show footage, I get distracted doing something else. Let's see. Gatling 5.56. Oh yeah, there it is. That thing's sweet. That golden black, that looks insane. It looks like a pack-a-punch gun. Yeah, it does, dude. It absolutely, it looks pretty sweet, man. $1,200 too for that? Sheesh. That thing looks insane, man. Dang, brother, that thing is nuts. The M1337. That thing is absolutely insane looking. Looks like a straight up pack-a-punch gun. I was thinking about swapping in a BCG. I first got it. Wanted the SBR, so I figured just get the whole offer from USIM. Yeah, that's a good point, man. This a 2-stamp champ right there. I had SBR the lower when I got it. It was stripped. It was a Form 1. I don't know. I filled out so many ATF forms. I'm 90% sure it's a Form 1, but yeah, it's before the stupid tax stamps became free, so it was an additional $400 just to get that thing legal. But I'm not hurting over it. It was a long time ago. Dude, honestly, yeah, if I have the money around the time something like that drops, I would definitely jump on. You know how fun that thing would be to hang out at the range shooting. Of course, my local range sucks with the 3 round per second rule that they have, but honestly, I just a quick crank, Sounds good, William. Thanks for stopping out, brother. Appreciate it. Nice chatting with you. ATF is, yeah, the ATF is definitely not my favorite by any means. I hate the whole agency, the idea of it, that is. Sounds good, Cody. I appreciate you stopping out, brother. Sounds like my little one's throwing a fit for something she wasn't allowed to have, probably. Man, this thing's nuts, though, that Gatling gun. That EOTech OGL, though, that thing looks pretty sweet, bro. Peace, dog. I wish I could afford that EOTech OGL is probably like $4,000 or some crazy number like that. Exactly, dude. What a good point, Cohen. What a great point. You wouldn't put a taxi driver behind the flight controls of a commercial airliner. We got experts that aren't able to take down a Glock. Oh, she's losing it again. One no is all it takes. These days, toddlers are crazy. Absolutely ridiculous, I agree. Man, I hate how they'd be putting out all this stuff and it's restricted to the military and law enforcement only. Like EOTech, you're a consumer. You're a whole like consumer company, man. Don't be. Like, why are they building stuff so exclusively made for the internet? She is 2 in February, so she's definitely in that stage where when she doesn't get what she wants, she just hits the floor, and we try to mitigate it. She does really well. She's growing into it. It's a whole new experience every day for me. So I used to just be able to tell her something like, don't throw a fit on your dad, and she'd, all right, whatever, stand up and walk away. But now she's just like, she pushes through that, gives it that whole extra mile. Wonder what this thing's gonna cost. Tech OGL MSRP. $3,000. Like, all right, guys, who are you selling this to? That's half the cost of my freaking gun, and I thought that thing was kind of expensive. February 11th, but in 2014. Oh, okay, pretty close. She's the 19th. Yeah, see, we have a propane fed heating solution in our living room, and she's apparently wanting to put her blanket in there, which for obvious reasons we can't allow. And that is the reason for the fit. Craziness. Looking for a 300 black. Getting comments on my new video, me tossing my gun around. Everybody, you either love it or you hate it. A lot of people are getting really angry these days when I post those videos. So it is what it is. Yeah, been trying to talk with a potential sponsor would be doing a pistol safe giveaway for the next one. Get the 90s F-150 for 6K. Yeah, dude, the Nighthawk is definitely a really nice, what is it, 2011. Pretty exclusive to those who have crazy dollars. Yeah, oh my goodness, dude. They got some good looking stuff for sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Alpha Hawk is a really good looking one. The BDS-9 6200. BDS-9 Commander 6200. The double agent, that looks pretty sweet. I love the laser cutting on the slide for sure. And let's see the TRS comp. Delegate, Falcon Commander, let's see. The Lady Hawk. I'll look up the DRS comp real quick. TRS comp. Oh yeah, dude, that thing's sick looking. The plain Jane slide with that built-in compensator, dude, that look is just so nice to me. I really like how like that's just like that smooth. That thing looks like a beast. Big chunk port on the front. Very nice taste, my man. Let's see, I didn't even look at the price. Yeah, $5,200. It checks out. Everybody always talking about my 2011 because the recoil spring mod is just so impractical. It's like I haven't modded anything in that pistol. That thing came exactly like that from the factory. The day I got it, I could air rack it. Everybody's like, oh, why is your spring so light? Oh, it's so broken in. It is broken in, albeit, but it is not much lighter than it was when I got it. Everybody's always trashing it because it's so unreliable. Like, dude, that thing's malfunctioned maybe twice. And I'll tell you right now, it's because I was riding my offhand way too high onto the slide, and I thumbed it, and it freaking wasn't able to pick up a new round. But yeah, those 2011s, man. What is this? See the TRS comp spring, 9-pound variable power commander length spring. Yeah, same weight as the one that I got. For some reason, everybody's like, oh, 2011s. And it doesn't even seem like they understand the concept behind a 2011. What's going on, Cran? Appreciate that, dude. Crank, sorry. Prish. Yeah, that's some old stuff there. 2016 one was when I went to a rally, and then the other one was when we went to a protest in my local town square, and they were selling them. Grabbed one up just to support the homies. Yeah, I remember we went to a rally. It was quite a ways away from where I'm living. I think it was in Mechanicsburg, I believe, and I actually went to 2 of them that year, and it got incredibly crowded. I'm a little claustrophobic when it comes to enormous crowds, and I'm not kidding. We were shoulder to shoulder in this thing, and he was super late. It was super humid and hot in the room, so I ended up leaving before the rally. But all right, Cohen, I appreciate the chat, brother. It was nice talking to you. Have a good rest of your day, man. God bless you. God bless you. Do appreciate the compliment, though, Crank. That's very nice of you. How goes it, Felicia? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Just doing a little bit of chatting right now. I don't have really much going on. Just hanging out at the house, discussing possible giveaway ideas for the channel when we get to 15K. We're not quite there yet. We got a little ways to go, but didn't we talk about the MP 2.0 the other day? Probably. I have one, so it's a pretty frequent subject when I'm talking about guns, is, you know, the guns that I have. But yes, I do believe we were talking about the MP 2.0. I really want to get a newer one. What is it? Full-size ones, one of the competitor versions. Yeah, the all-metal competitor ones. Those things look sweet for striker fires. I'm not like a huge fan of the striker fires just for their aesthetics, but this one definitely stands out to me for sure. Costs as much as some of these Gucci Glock clones, which I wholeheartedly believe it would outperform every day of the week. The California compliant ones. Oh, you gotta love it. The OD Green all metal one competition, that thing's pretty sweet. The threaded barrel and the extra mag, the extra +5, +10. I don't know how many in that. Good looking firearm for sure. I need to get a nice clone airsoft gun to run around my house and train with. Or like one of the Mantis setups that I can put in my bull carrier group so that I can, I mean, obviously I do practice with my stuff dry fire wise, but it's like, it'd be so much better to have like, you know, the whole reciprocating trigger where you can actually have like feedback. Firearm. I want to get VR, but this room is way too small to do any kind of VR in. I'll end up punching a hole in my monitor or something. One of the horror stories, knocking a gun off the wall. That would be catastrophic. Hopefully I hear back from this possible sponsor Rooney and we can do a pistol safe giveaway for the next channel giveaway. Want to do a weapon mounted light again as well. I don't know what else I would do, but I think that's probably a relatively sufficient giveaway. It's only 2 items, but you know, who knows, as populated as our stream usually gets, probably wouldn't be that bad, consider all things considered, you know. Have that kind of turnout, about half of you would get a gift, which would be sweet. Wouldn't mind. I want to get a new 2011 so bad, but it's like, how many pistols do you need before it's like enough is enough? If I could, I would have all of them. PSA AXR. I seen PSA dropping a new 2011 too. Let's see what we got. The Saber 11. It's a good looking pistol for sure. It looks like a PSA, the Saber 11. 5-inch bull barrel, okay. It's a little longer than standard. I would consider standard to be probably the 4.25 inch in the 2011 world. Checkmate mags. They can't ever just give you a good MBX mag. That was one thing I loved about Romulus, or Alpha Foxtrot. They sent me a really high-end MBX mag, stock with the gun. Obviously, it was just one of them because they're like $100 mags, but that thing is insane, man. It feeds so well. I do highly recommend trying them out if you have the means. So I wonder if, obviously, you know, there's mag restrictions state to state, or I would say I could give away some mags, but it's like, I don't know how legal that would be. Gotta fall within the confines of our legal capabilities. Oh, what was that? Shot show. What was that? Dude, I've seen, obviously Staccato had a crazy booth. What's going on, Kareem? Mr. 6'7". Oh, can I say 6'7"? There it is, twice. What's going on? Yukon stopping in, that's crazy. Never would have thunk it. Why, what? Did I say something stupid? What's up with that whole 6-7 nonsense? It's just so nonsensical. I mean, a lot of what I do is the same, and I can't really talk, but what's the point? Something I say, long story. I'm sure you got a lot of stories, man. You got some of the best stories though, so a seasoned individual such as yourself. Thank you for stopping in though, man. I appreciate you coming by. Just watching some SHOT Show footage here, checking out some of the booths. Couldn't make it out myself, I'm not that exclusive, but these guys recorded it, so I don't have to. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Right to bear arms for all humans. Hope Pepe understand that you have this right to bear the Constitution for the United States of America. Yeah, I guess. That's right to bear arms, brother. Exercise your constitutional rights. Am I right? No pun intended. It's our duties. Uphold the Constitution through exercising and practicing our rights every day. My goodness, they got some crazy looking stuff at the PSA booth. A lot of bells and whistles. The Saber 6mm ARC 16-inch ambidextrous receiver, compatible with Magpul iCar magazines, E4 bolt system, plans for multiple barrel lengths. Really like the handguard on those things. I agree. Every person should have the right to defend themselves, regardless of what country they sit in. But there's not really much we can do about the leaders of the countries that disagree. I agree, though, and I get attacked a lot for my Christian faith, just because of the fact that I own and carry firearms and use them, you know, as a hobby. Obviously, it'd be the worst thing ever, probably extremely traumatizing to have to use it in a self-defense scenario or any scenario for that matter. But yeah, I always get my Christian faith always gets attacked because for some reason, because I feel it necessary to possibly protect myself or my family in a necessary situation. How much for your cousin? That's not cool. Can sell them for top dollar. We'll go find somebody else, man. Yeah, man. He's coming back with a sword. He flipped some tables, right? You know, he was flipping tables. He cracking the whip on the Pharisees. He came to save mankind. Now he's coming to take up the church and defeat Satan. Wouldn't mind him coming back. Wouldn't mind him coming back any day now. That'd be sweet. Going on up into the clouds with him. That'd be a Beautiful day. Oh yeah, this is so corny. Oh yeah. Your typical keyboard entrepreneur telling me how my gun videos are corny, subject to that kind of nonsensical commentary, whatever. I don't do it to be cool, I do it because it's fun, brother. Guy's name's Boring Gun Guy, that's fitting. $1 million gun collection comes trash on other people because they don't do what he approves of as something to be fun. Nobody asked you, brother. God bless you. Amen. Salvation cannot be bought or earned. It is accepted. How do you shoot though, bro? Everybody talks about how do I shoot. Do you think that I just buy these things to just have them sitting around? Like I shoot regularly, man. I very much enjoy going to the range. I very much enjoy using my firearms when the funds are available to do so. I don't just sit here, you know. I literally have a range 100 yards behind me. Use regularly, as well as a local pass for the range that I have, the public range. It's like my groupings are tight, my splits are nice, my draw times are pretty solid. Just because I'm not posting build drills every day doesn't mean that I don't practice with my guns. I want to get a G45, the EOTech magnifier for the 300 build there. I went with the G43 because, you know, 300 blackout, but it's like, I don't know, something about it just, the eye relief isn't the greatest in my opinion. I feel like the G45 would be a lot better. That's pretty sweet. I want to get the new SR3M real bad. That thing is pretty bad, man. I don't even know who makes it. SHOT Show SR3M. Want to look into getting a Desert Tech myself as well. Desert Tech is just so expensive. They're very nice though. Who is this? RRW. Yeah, that thing's nuts looking, dude. What is going on, Kayla? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping in. How is your day treating you so far? It's noon here, so we're just getting into the after side of the day, but look at that thing, it's so clean. That is so crazy looking. I would just, if I had one critique for that, I would make the handguard some kind of something that you can interchange parts on, because I like to have a nice C-clamp no matter what platform I'm running. You like my ring? Message retracted. Okay. I'll not comment then. I'm good. How are you? I'm all right. I've got an uneventful day planned out, so I figured, you know, might as well jump on the stream, maybe hang out, chat with anybody who's willing to hang out and chat. So here we be. I do appreciate you coming by, though. That's very kind of you. We're discussing, I don't know if you're interested in any kind of firearms or anything of that nature, but we're discussing what I might be doing for the next giveaway. I like your hat. Thank you. I've got quite a few of them, actually. Everybody asks me if I'm always wearing the same hat all the time. I've got a few of them up there, so it's not always the same one, but a lot of times. I appreciate that, though. It's very nice of you to compliment my hat. Or you support Trump? I mean, it's hit or miss these days. He's pretty controversial. I did vote for him. But you know how that goes. If you're on the train, you got to be on the train. I'm just trying to sit with my decision. I appreciate that as well. The old reckless hoodie. I think this was a birthday gift from like so many years ago. I actually haven't had a birthday party in probably about 3 years now. But as far as the whole Trump comment goes, I support him for the most part. Some of his decisions are relatively questionable, to say the least. But there again, every political candidate probably would have had their questionable decisions. So I can't say. Nice to meet you as well, Kayla. Thank you for stopping in. Terrence, how you doing, brother? I forgot to say what's up, Nilken Wan. I can't see the transparency there. Yeah, Nilken Wan, how you doing? Forgot to say what's up to you. Thank you for stopping by. Do I want to be your friend? I'll be your friend, sure. I'm a friendly guy. I don't have really any friends at all, honestly. I've got maybe one. Not even sure though. I'm 28. I'll be 29 this year. Rounding the corner to 30. Your gun flip video was so cool. Thanks, Ghost. I appreciate that, man. Finally, somebody who can give me some appreciation for it. Everybody always craps on me. How's your shooting? You're subpar shooting, but you're good at throwing your gun around. They don't even know. They just assume this kind of stuff. Did you do it on stream? I would, but apparently, according to YouTube, I guess the stipulations for having a stream, you're not allowed to handle firearms on any kind of live stream. So my birthday is in September 2nd. I totally would though, man. I would absolutely love to just sit here and practice doing that and show you guys how I make it happen. It's not every time, but after so long of practicing and dry fire and just handling that specific firearm, it happens pretty, I would say probably 1 in about 4 tries I can get some crazy orientation of tossing that thing around and making it happen. You got cool guns, brother. I appreciate that, Terrence. It's very kind of you. Put a lot of effort into building them to make sure they are up to par. I'll show you real quick. I can definitely show you my guns. I just can't touch them. Birthday is September 19th, and my sister's is the 7th. Both September? That's cool. I have twin sisters whose birthdays are September 11th. Crazy enough. But that is my 300 blackout. Let me wipe off my camera real quick. The lens is probably a little scuffed up. But that's my 300 blackout build. I did that custom. Nice, Kayla. 28. Same age. When's your birthday? That is my custom build. I did that from scratch. Came with a stripped lower and basically every single part on there I researched and put on. Waited for the stupid shipping. I hate waiting, but it's part of building a gun. That thing took about 2 years, or I would say closer to 1.5 years to put together. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ghost. Very kind of you. Thank you, Kayla. Here's another. Well, here's my couple of pistols that you see me doing those tricks with. That one's a lot newer. I had the slide and the barrel recently replaced on it because of some pitting. It was a really old one, but now it's basically brand new again. And then this thing I've used this thing. Oh, it's a lot of people say how it doesn't even look like it's used. It is definitely beaten up and used for sure. It's my most used handgun. I probably have put close to 5,000 or so bullets through that thing. I would say closer to 6, maybe 7, but conservatively, I'm gonna go ahead and say 5. No, I wish. This one is a Shadow Systems MR920, and then that is the Alpha Foxtrot Romulus 2011. This one's basically a Glock 19 clone, and then this one is just a 2011, a double stack 9mm 1911. And then I have the bolt action. This is an 8.6 blackout, 12-inch SBR bolt action, and it is like the 300 blackout. It is silenced, and then I have just this little crap ball 22 put together with a bunch of rando little parts that I had sitting around in my ordeal of nonsense over here. I had the optic for that back in like 2017, I would say, and same with the grip, the red grip. Kind of a crappy build, but whatever. You live and you learn. Not all of them can be, that kind of quality. Which gun do I like the best? That's not from the John Wick movie, but it is loosely built around it. I mean, he's got basically the same. The Combat Master Glock is kind of the same. It's just a longer slide, compensated Glock. Thank you, I appreciate that. I love that scope, man. It's relatively cheap. It's pretty nice. What's going on, Damien? Thing might beat everything. It's amazing. The sniper, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I wouldn't consider it to be a sniper because of the bullet that it's chambered in. It is 8.6 blackout, which is meant to be a subsonic round, and so they're not supposed to go super far. I'll show you real quick. Oh, well, I would, but I don't think I can handle ammunition either on here. But I have fired quite a few rounds out of it, as you can see. I saved the brass, but it definitely is fun. I have a dog. His name is Blue. I call him Hambone because he is exactly that, a ham bone. He's an 80-pound pit bull, and he thinks he's a 5-pound lap dog. Let's see, I'll go get him real quick so you guys can see him. 1 second. Come on. See, I had to coax him in here with a piece of cheese. But he's coming.
This way.
Come on, boy.
In there.
Want some cheese?
Show it to him. Come on.
There he is.
There you go.
There, sit. Let me get a good shot of him real quick. Oh, he dipped out. There he goes. He's not real oriented with my room. But he does sure like him some cheese. Yeah, it's definitely seen some rounds, man. Weather, it's cold. It's cold. We got some snow coming. We're supposed to see 6 to 10, depending on the weather app you'll look at. What's going on, American country? How you doing, brother? But yeah, it's super cold right now. Yeah, gray and white, little blue nose. Not little, but he's streams are ruined for other people because they don't like people missing guns and stuff. Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could handle my guns. And show you guys. I have one, but we're expecting another. She's 2 years old. Her name is Aria. Aria Sky. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you stopping by. I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for asking, man. Very kind of you. Very considerate. It's a good thing to be. Stopping in, chatting. Very supportive, man. I appreciate that. Hi from the UK. Dang, all the way from the UK. What's going on, Venom? Thanks for stopping in, man. That's really cool. I only know people in the UK from playing on Discord. I play Tarkov from time to time with the boys. I am married, yes. Thank you, Ghost. My wife was a heavy advocate for the middle name. We actually had, at the baby shower, we had a drawing between the middle name Sky, Noel, and I think there was one other one. At this point, it's been a couple of years. I forgot what it was, but we ended up going with Sky, obviously. Good, good, dude. That's awesome. How's the weather over there? It's extremely cold here, and we got a lot of snow about to hit us tonight overnight. I am married, though, yes. I don't know if I answered that question yet. When is the other baby? June. June, we should have another one hanging out, crawling around and wrecking stuff. Yeah, American country. I do have one child. We're expecting another very shortly here. Yeah, man. It's about that time. It's just miserably cold out. I think it's like 7 degrees outside right now. My neighbors are out there working on a shed. I'm taking the day, man. I'm stuck in the warm today for sure. So I'll have my second girl. It's gonna be a girl. My favorite gun that I own, I'd probably have to give it to the 300 Blackout just because of how much I've put into it. I have hunted before. I'm not super big on it. A lot of my friends and quite a bit of my family are hunters, and well, not a lot of my family. A couple guys in my family hunt pretty religiously. I appreciate that, country boy. That's awesome, man. Thank you for your subscription. But yeah, dude. More of my friends hunt than not. I don't have that many close friends, but the guys that I do talk about are pretty big on hunting. Hi, Eric. Oh, what's going on, yo, kid? Thanks for stopping in. I sub and like you're a cool dude. Hey, I appreciate that, Ghost. That's awesome of you, man. All the support and everything. That's really cool of you guys to hang out, chat, and throw me a subscription. That it helps build the channel, and it definitely helps me in the long run. So hopefully we can do a lot better with the long form content. I know I only do shorts these days, but with working full time and having business on the side and doing YouTube and having kids, like it's definitely juggling some stuff around these days. How do I like being a husband? I love it. It's extremely fulfilling to be able to be a provider and a father and a husband. Biblically, it's something that I've wanted for quite a bit of my life, and God blessed me with quite the beautiful little family. Thank you, American. I appreciate that, brother. And as are you, my friend. You're a cool dude. I don't know you well, but I can definitely say somebody who's as kind as you definitely gets a vote of confidence from me. Do you have a plate carrier and battle belt set up? So I had a plate carrier. Actually, just, and I'm not even kidding you, 2 days ago, I did a channel giveaway, and it is sitting there packed up, ready to be shipped out to the winner of that giveaway. It was an AR-500 Gen 2 Testudo, but I do happen to have it's not a battle belt, but I run a gun belt at the range. This is that belt. It's got the 3 mag pouches. It's got a dump pouch. This thing pulls out. I'll do it for you real quick. It's not really that hard to put back. I'll do it later. It's a dump pouch for spent mags. I've got a non-metallic carbon tungsten carbide fixed blade, and then a medical pouch. There's 1 tourniquet in here and a bunch of other random stuff. I got a drop leg holster mount with the MSP universal holster and a shot timer. It's a 2-belt system. When did I get married? I got married about 3 years ago. Some gun belts. That's more set up to be a gun belt or a battle belt, but I don't quite have the stuff to put it together quite yet. I have hunted before, but I'm not super big on it. If I had to, I would definitely be able to. I mean, if I had to, situation across the street from my house is a extremely large open field, and I would just go over there and I could probably dump 3 or 4 if I really needed to in any given day. Just yesterday morning, I was looking outside. There was like 35 of them sitting in the field across the street. So, I mean, that's an easy pickings kind of thing. Pink holster looks kind of cool. Yeah, I got it for a novelty. I got it for my wife actually, but she doesn't really ever go to the range with me. So I kind of use it just cause whatever. They both fit the same light. I got one. Well, one's a TLR 1 and the other one is an X300. So I mean, you can loosen the retention on them and put either or in both, and I just use it to swap out. The gyro jet gun's crazy looking, man. It's literally a rocket powered bullet. The bullets in the gun flip are real. They are dummy rounds. They look like real rounds and they're relatively convincing. But what I did to get the dummy rounds, what's going on, Nats? How are you doing? The actual rounds themselves, I took the bullet out of the casing and then dumped the powder, and then I put the casing into my pistol and fired the primer off. So the casing was essentially the equivalent to a spent casing. Yeah, I drained the powder, blew the primer, and then I reseated the bullet into the casing with a little bit of Loctite and marked it with a paint marker so I can distinguish it from real bullets, because as you know, it looks pretty real. And it's basically indistinguishable from a real round. But I marked it up with a paint marker so I could tell, and that's what I use. It's completely incapable of being fired. Brendan Herrera, man, he's got some wild stuff on his channel. I love me some Brandon Herrera. See what Banana Ballistics got on the menu. My favorite gun tuber on YouTube is Banana Ballistics.
Because today we are testing 2 of Israel's most insane 50 BMG loadings to see what they can make it through. Not only in terms of mild steel, we're also going to be seeing how much armor and how much concrete it takes to stop these beasts.
Crazy.
Another 50 BMG load that I've been wanting to test for a very long time.
I'm pretty good. I'm doing great.
From what I understand, this bullet has a lot of tracer.
And how are you?
To help see trajectory, and then when it hits something hard like a tank, the boom boom compound up front here takes over, telling machine gunners.
A lot going on these days.
Unfortunately, I don't have any tanks to shoot at, but I think I this thing is actually rated for standard 50 BMG loads. I mean, not at the distances I'm going to be shooting at, so if it gets damaged, it's
Yep, we do. We got one coming in June.
would have seen back in the day. So enough talking, let's get to shooting. About time.
You've got a new subscriber. Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Come on, Athlon, don't fail me now. Wow, 2016.1 feet a second. That seems pretty light. Actually, after doing a bit more research, I found out that these bullets were originally designed to mimic the trajectory of a 106mm recoilless rifle, which should have put them around 1,750 feet a second. According to this forum, though, running them any faster than that, and you run the risk of blowing your rifle apart. So I don't know if I got lucky with these.
Take the sniper.
It's just bad information.
What? What do you mean take the sniper?
Is the ultimate 50 BMG on the market. I mean, it hits exactly where
Okay.
I want to every freaking time. I was purposely aiming for the groin because I didn't want to hit super high. And even though it was loaded pretty light, I mean, that bullet went off like a mofo. It's
Nuts. 50 BMG is absolutely insane.
Paint is still
It will be a girl. Another girl. Yeah, what about it? Do you just want to know what it is? It's CM7S chambered in 8.6 blackout. I'll show you real quick. See what we got going on here. Can take you a look. It's silenced 8.6 blackout, 12-inch bolt action SBR. I don't know if you know what 8.6 blackout is. It's kind of a new round. It's pretty well a novelty round. It's really good for hunting, mid to closer far range, I would say, just outside of the mid range. It is very devastating, really high twist rate, and it has a lower velocity, but it packs an absolute crazy punch for what the speed is behind it. But that's a CM7S 12-inch bolt action SBR chambered in 8.6 blackout. I've got an Arkin SHJ4 before they kind of went crap. I mean, obviously they're pretty budget optics, but that thing does fantastic for me. As a matter of fact, I was gonna, not touching it, YouTube, don't get mad at me here. Just showing the boys a grouping from that rifle. This is a 5-shot group from 200 yards with this rifle. So with that scope too, so it holds a pretty good zero. Having 3 basically touching from 200 yards with subsonic rounds is pretty impressive in my opinion. Yeah, I absolutely love that thing, man. It's one of my all-time favorites. Obviously, I'd have to give my favorite to that one. That would probably be my favorite build. That one took quite a lot of love and care to put together, so it gets a lot of hate for the risers. A lot of people hate the riser setup that I have on the optics because the EOTechs are already so tall and people just dislike it, but I love it. I think it's great. I do really well doing drills with it, and I love the super quiet 300 blackout subsonic rounds. They're really cool. I do not have a Beretta. I've always, as a kid, Berettas were, the M9 was like one of my favorite looking pistols. But growing up, I don't know, I've kind of lost interest in them. They're not really my niche anymore, as it were. I'll probably have one eventually after a while, but I don't think anytime soon though. Do you have any guns? What are you working with? What kind of firearms do you enjoy? I don't know if I even like said hi or anything like that, but thank you for coming out. Hi, how are you doing? Very nice of you to stop in, chat with me. Waiting on a response for this sponsor. We're trying to do another channel giveaway, and we might actually be sponsored to do that for the next one once we hit 15K subs, and might be able to give really nice pistol safe away if that actually ends up going through for us. Not entirely sure. I'm just waiting to hear back from him, so.
How bad did that thing mess you up? Oh, I'm almost afraid to look, but I guess it's finally time. You kind of feel melty. What happened? All these damn leaves will get out of the way.
I wish, man. I really want to get a lever action. I've always wanted to get a 4570. I know it's pretty like basic in the lever action world, but I've always wanted a nice, really slow, silenced, modernized lever action chambered in 4570.
No, I mean, the missus might tell you otherwise, but my half-inch curse is that I haven't had a single standard 50 BMG round make it through a half-inch of mild steel, at least not any jacketed bullets, that is. So I figured I'd try with this one. I don't think the odds are good given the velocities, but maybe there's something magical in the bullet that I'm not aware
Yeah, man. That's what's going on, by the way, Brentley. Nice of you to stop in, chat with me. Yeah, man. I definitely would love to have one as soon as possible, but my gun budget's a little skimpy these days.
I don't think I'm reusing this freaking banana-shaped piece of steel now. Oh my gosh, did that bend the shine out of the steel? And thank you for your service, Steel Slip 3.0. But for a 50 BMG, that is not good at all. So it looks like the half-inch curse is still upon me, unfortunately. But now we can jump to our much more insane Israeli rounds. And guys, I'm not here to talk
The
about
A-Pit 50 BMG. Do you know who Banana Ballistics is on YouTube?
where we found out how much mild steel it can go through. This is Israel's API offering in 50
He's
BMG.
so cool, man. I love his content.
50 BMG load that we've tested so far, it is a close second, and we've tested most of them so far. This is really bullet, though. Is supposedly an even more insane variant of this one, because not only does it have the penetrator and boom boom compound inside of it, it also has a tracer compound inside of it, which can sometimes negatively impact penetration. So we'll be starting by seeing how much mild steel it can penetrate compared to the original, and then we'll jump to some harder targets. So this is our original API round, looking out of the back of
That's great.
3/4 inches of mild steel. 1 3/4 inches, an absolute beast amount. And based on performance, we're going to start things off with a 1 1/4 inch piece of mild steel.
1.25 inches of mild steel. These 8-pit rounds are just cutting right through it like it's nothing.
And thank you again, Emax Tactical, for sending them over.
Dang. Those 8-pit rounds are insane.
Let's see what a real 50 BMG load looks like. Oh, holy shit. 2866. Wow, that is a real
that's
50 BMG
screaming.
load if I've ever seen one. No wonder the bolt was sticky. That was one good thing about those light loads, is that I didn't have to hammer the freaking bolt open. And I believe...
I want to get something Desert Tech personally. I want to get a Desert Tech HDI. Those things are crazy looking. Or maybe an SRS. Let's see here.
Man, did that burn up the steel. Now we get to bump things up another 1/4 inch.
Desert
3/8
Tech.
piece of mild steel. This one, it's pretty heavy. Is a true test.
Oh yeah, the Wolverine. Such a good looking firearm.
I mean, with that much velocity, I wouldn't think it's gonna
The
be
SRS though, if I had to pick a modern sniper that was probably absolutely groundbreaking and probably one of the cleaner looking snipers that I've ever seen is the SRS.
All right, what are we working with?
Stealth Recon Scout Rifle from Desert Tech.
Not bad at all. 15.3 standard deviation. I don't know if the camera picked it up or not, but the first time I pulled the trigger, it didn't go off, and I was like, oh, shite, this better not be a freaking hang fire. So I redid the bolt and everything, and then it went off the second time.
HTI is really clean though too, to be real with you.
And it's already turned around. It is poking out the back, just like the regular API was doing on the 1 3/4 inch piece. So, like I said, I think the tracer compound kind of negatively affects the penetration. I don't think an extra 30 feet a second would have helped it out too much. Oh my gosh, it looks freaking insane. The penetrator is as long as it, or even longer than the 1.5 inch plate, and that burn mark is like nothing I have ever seen. Well, I guess I have an extra
Insane.
something maybe, but it's API time, which we've already seen can easily go through 1.5 inches of mild steel and poke out the back of 1 3/4 inches. Super impressive, but what we haven't found out yet is how much armored steel it can go through. And this will be our first contender. This is 3/4 of an inch of AR 500, not a solid piece. It is 2 3/8 inch pieces welded together. So, I mean, it'll give a pretty good representation, but I am not too sure that it'll make it through this.
Oh my goodness. That's absolutely nuts.
Sense of truth was the 8-bit faster than the API like I had thought. Well, not the same velocity. I mean, I guess that makes sense. These things are probably linked up on the same belt, so I'm assuming you want the same velocities. And guys, with all these 50 BMG tests that I've been doing, I haven't really had a whole lot of extra room to stock up on smaller cartridges that I actually need either. Well, I guess I should say I haven't had a whole lot of room in my house, but I have found Ammo Square to be a very useful service because whenever I get through them, they will store at their climate control facility. Basically, how it works is I tell Ammo Square to stock up on whatever cartridges I want at whatever time intervals I set, and then they will store it in their climate control facility until I tell them to ship it, which unfortunately 50 BMG brass by itself takes up a shitload of room, so it might be a little while. Can't tell for sure what's going on here. That one I was thinking might be it, but that looks like an old hole, so I don't know if it actually made it through. Oh my gosh, did that burn the shit out of the
Nuts.
You guys saw it before.
50 BMG 8-pit rounds just blow my mind how much material they can pass through.
Because this is a 12 by 12 instead of a 10 by 10. Looks like there's more around it, and obviously it did not go through. I don't even know if it did anything to the back plate there, so it's good in the burn department, but I think it leaves a little to be desired in the penetration department.
Going through AR 550 steel is just nuts to me.
When it goes through, oh, don't worry, buddy, I'm not going to shoot you directly on, but I am going to shoot your brethren, and that brethren is this AR 550 gong, also made by TA Targets. It's a
Half-inch AR 550 gong, going right through it like hot knife through butter.
No armor piercing, is it really? Oh man, if you guys wouldn't mind liking and subscribing for all this wear and tear I put on my shoulder, head, and potentially other body parts, I would really appreciate it. Also, I've got some shirts for sale. Bunker branding, I would really appreciate if you check those out as well. But anyway, Goliath, it is a good thing we did not shoot at you because it looks like you would have a nice.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
That has to be the cleanest freaking pull I've seen through AR 550. And
Honeybee losing her mind again. Some devastatingly bad thing happened. Probably wasn't able to do something for good reason. Now she's losing it. Standard 2-year-old behavior.
One more round, that is all I have left is one more round. Hey, Goliath, did I tell you it was a good thing they weren't shooting at you because you would have another massive freaking hole in you? Not quite as
Nuts, dude. Nuts. Look at this
Goliath, it is a good thing we did not shoot at
freaking
you
round,
because it
man.
looks like you would. Oh, don't worry, buddy. I'm not going to shoot you directly on, but I am going to shoot your brethren. And that brethren is this AR 550 gong, also made by TA Targets. It's a half-inch. I mean, if it can't make
Check
it
out
through this,
Banana
then no
Ballistics
armor
if you
piercing,
haven't.
is it
This
really?
guy's awesome. Just absolutely nuts, that thing. AR 550 steel, half-inch piece. Cut through it like nothing. Mind-blowing performance.
I would really appreciate it. Also, I've got some shirts for sale. Bunker branding, I would really appreciate if you check those out as well. But anyway, Goliath, it is a good thing we did not shoot at you because it looks like you would.
Crazy pen.
Massive clean hole. That has to be the cleanest freaking hole I've seen.
Crazy penetration.
Oh my gosh, look at these damn burn marks. I mean, it looks like a magical orb now or something. I was also just thinking, I don't know what else I'm going to use this 8-pin round for, so let's see if it can go through that AR 550 real quick.
What's up, Dungeon Master? How you doing, brother?
One more round.
How's your day going?
Left is one more round. Hey, Goliath, did I tell you it was a good thing we weren't shooting at you because you would have another massive freaking hole in you? Not quite as clean as the API round, but still, we are talking. Oh my gosh.
Pretty good. It's pretty good. Thanks for stopping in.
Consider it burnt now. Honestly, that is super
Doing pretty well myself. Appreciate you asking.
Test for one final round of API, and that's concrete.
Karen, how you doing?
Piercing 50
How's your day? How's your day treating you?
But I also haven't tested any to confirm. One bullet that I have tested, though, is one of the most insane bullets I've ever tested.
You're from Turkey. That's awesome. That's far, man. I can't believe I'm, getting. I had somebody from the UK earlier pop in. That's awesome, man. How's the weather over there? It's miserable here. It's about 7 degrees and snowing. I don't know what your average weather would look like at this point in the year. What's going on, Jones? Thanks for stopping out. Thanks for stopping out. Chatting with us. Showing some love. You're from Earth? Yeah, I think a lot of us could say the same. From what I'm aware, I'm also from Earth. Whatever that one. Wide. Yeah, man. Wide.
If nothing else, at least the concrete disappeared. I mean, that was easily the
What's going on, Liv?
effect I have ever seen, and that was
Livs.
4-inch
How are you? Thank you for stopping by, chatting with me.
and I was aiming wrong with those bullets the
From
whole
Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas. That's awesome, man. How's I heard you guys are getting a good bit of ice. From what I was checking the weather, I saw. How's that going? Ask away, brother. Ask away. Yeah, is it crazy, man? Or I don't know the language, but I enjoy watching you. Oh man, that's upsetting. I wish I could speak Turkish so we could communicate. It's not even doing well for you, me explaining that, but it's weird that me, a 13-year-old, knows more about guns than most of my family. No. When I was 13, not a lot of people in my family did any kind of guns at all. So I definitely had a little bit more of a knowledge for them myself at that age. So I mean, probably not more than you do currently, but it's not weird. It's actually really cool, man. Make something of it. Do you have any guns? And if you do, what's your favorite caliber? I do. I have a 300 Blackout AR-15 and a 8.6 Blackout bolt action, and then a Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. Got a couple of pistols sitting there. I have a couple of more pistols throughout the home, and then a shotgun as well. I do, actually. It's like ice. I could have figured. Kind of a dumb question, I guess. I do have a pet, though. His name is Blue. He's a blue-nosed pit bull, original, right? I call him Hambone because he hams out, lays on his belly, or on his back for exposure of his belly. He's about 85 pounds, and he thinks he's like 5 pounds. What is going on, Jones? Hello again, my friend. I'm sorry about that. My favorite caliber, if I had to pick one, like of the ones that I have, obviously my favorite's going to be the 300 Blackout, just because it's extremely quiet, and I don't know, I really like it. But if I had to pick like overall everything caliber, my favorite caliber would probably be the 408 Chi-Tac. That's fired out of the M200 Intervention classic Modern Warfare 2 gun. You have a 30 Art 6. 30 Art 6 is pretty cool. What exactly am I doing? I am. I'll show you.
Banana saves 7%, and it also really helps out the channel.
Penetration tests. I was watching SHOT Show videos, but now I'm watching penetrating tests. It is a Panzer M4 Speed Pro. It's kind of a M4 clone-isk kind of setup. Are the weapons real? Yes. Yes, they are real. You are the best YouTuber. Wow, that's a huge title. I very, very much appreciate that. I have quite a few different candidates I would throw in that ring, but I mean, that really means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
If you've seen any of my other videos, copper is pretty hit or miss, and this time it was definitely a miss. So you are disqualified from any further steel testing.
Thank you, Dungeon. Yeah, it's really nice, honestly. A lot of 12 gauges that I've ran, they tend to punch you in the face when you cheek them, but that one it shoots relatively flat and it doesn't quite, you know. Um, when you cheek or cheek weld a shotgun, it really rocks your skull. So with that, it's definitely a nice little treat to have one that doesn't quite do that as bad. Kent 78. Only gun I've ever held was a BB gun. Well, I mean, where are you living? You're in America, right? Go grab yourself a gun when you turn 18, brother. If you're not already, just be careful, be safe, enjoy that. But even with that, I know more about guns in my family. I'm still just a preaching. Ah, okay. So you'll get there eventually, man. If you stay into it, obviously you're probably going to be pretty well into them when you do become of age to get them. And with that, you'll probably be very enthusiastic about doing so. It all helps to have more knowledge, you know, before you even get to that point, though. So you should be pretty well seasoned and versed by the time you get to the point where you can have one. Germany, Walter Hackler. I'm certain I know what you're talking about, but just to be sure. Nice. Classic. A classic. Thank you, Jones. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that a lot, man. It's love like that keeps me going here. Grandfather-in-law is a veteran, and he was like... Yeah, man. Yeah, no better rounds to have than live ones. Mark 23 and 12 gauge shotgun. I'd like to see this Mark 23. Ooh, that's a good looking pistol, man. HK Mark 23, yeah. Kind of looks like the USP. I don't have any Heckler and Koch. They're Coke, Heckler Koch, Heckler Koch. I don't have any HKs personally. They're a little expensive for my taste, but nice to meet you, Tucker. Nice to meet you. Yeah, that Mark 23 is pretty sick looking, dude. I would love to have a nice HK set up. I want to get an MP5 so I can slap that boy into battery. I know they make a lot of the clones these days with thanks, Tucker, I appreciate that. But I know they make a lot of clones these days with the AR-15 compatible trigger group, which is really cool to me. I'd love to put a nice Geisley in one of those, or even an FRT, who knows, you know. Hi again, Tucker. Hello, hello, hello. My good friend. M995 5.56 rounds are mind-blowing. Oh, excuse me. Didn't get much sleep last night. Was up like every 2 hours. dying of thirst.
What? Oh gosh, it was pretty close to going through because there's a little dent back here. But I mean,
Yeah, I hear
that performance.
HKs are definitely prone to being very reliably used or very reliably cycling weapons. That's part of the reason why they're so expensive. Obviously, that's a good thing, but you know, it'd be nice if they were a little cheaper. Hello again, Tucker. Hello, hello, hello. You can say hi all day, brother. I'll say it right back every time. Oh, excuse me again. Mechanic TP9, turkey pistol. Yeah, dude. Mechanic's pretty sweet. Good looking gun.
Just based on my view through the scope, it really did look like that one shatter the block as well as the F193. But I mean, there was a decent.
Oh yeah.
Check out the steel.
Yeah, that guy's
Not as much
sweet.
powder on this one, but the bullet did make it to the steel. It appears. Just really didn't do much of anything.
More coffee? I would love a coffee. Thank you. You have a pistol. What kind of pistol you got, Tucker?
Pretty decent shattering effect.
I thought you weren't of age.
Like most of the bullet impacted, slightly low here. I guess that the steel section deviated from.
I'm still waiting for a bloody 50 cal that doesn't have nearly falling out of your hands.
That is a freaking impressive dent.
Yeah, 50 cals. If you're referencing how dang heavy they are. Yeah.
This might just be where copper comes into play, because copper's usually
Grilled cheese and tomato soup for lunch. Ooh. Fantastic. Sounds very yummy. I'm actually pretty dang hungry.
Piece of steel here. Man, little dent. I mean, it really didn't do much.
The Turkish Canik TP9. Looking at it right now, man. That thing is very good looking pistol. I'm trying to communicate as best as possible. I know you're not. From what I remember, unless I'm thinking of somebody else, I know you don't speak English. Nice. Glock's a good pistol, man. It's a great pistol. Oh dang, yeah, I would be a little irritated with that, honestly. If somebody dropped my gun, obviously they're made to be droppable and not damaged, but yeah, I'd probably get a little annoyed at that personally. Oh, my neck is killing. Slept on it in an awkward position all night long, basically. I don't know why I kept waking up in the same position, annoyed that my neck hurt, and then didn't move. Yeah, see, Tucker gets it. Yeah, I could only imagine the irritation behind watching your high dollar, super large caliber rifle hit the dirt, not you doing it. It'd be annoying doing it yourself, but let alone watching your friend do it. Oh, it would hurt my heart. Hi, buddy. Start panting like a dog. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not one of those kinds of streamers. Yeah, I don't know. Some of the requests I get, man, just random pop in requests and then leave kind of asks are a little wild. We are not going to be doing that though. A little bit odd of a request, Mr. Jacob. Thank you for stopping in though, man. Yeah, absolutely. Karen, absolutely.
barrier of the day, also the final one, sand. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. But also, this 6-inch box of sand has stopped more than you can freaking imagine. So let's see if any of these 5.56 bullets have what it
Let me
takes.
see here.
Centered, pretty much right on the money. I love how freaking small these holes are, so I don't need to patch each one of them up. But anyway, let's turn it around and get this out of the way. Absolutely nothing on the back. On to the bear claw. And like I said, at least with the forums that I read, they were saying that this is one of the best blind barrier bullets out there. So I mean, it's got to do something best, right?
Harika Bertabanaka. TP9. Harika Beer Tabanaka. TP9, yeah. Where do I work? I am a cooling tower technician for a company that builds AC units for larger scale buildings. Like you'll go into Walmart or like an Amazon warehouse. They have to use HVAC systems to cool their big giant warehouses. I build and refurbish the units that provide the AC for the HVAC. And I also run a small business on the side, doing seamless gutters and exterior work for residential construction. And I enjoy doing YouTube. Thanks, Bentley. Appreciate that, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for showing some love. It all means the world, guys. Hello, hello. How are you doing once again, Tucker? The giveaway, it was pretty good. Not many people turned out. I was surprised. I had about 190 names to draw from, and about only 25 people showed up. So I just, instead of drawing a name, I said, you know what, just everybody just pick a number, and I'll do a random number generator. And everybody picked 1 through 25, and we were able to get everybody, well, 4 out of 25, which is a good ratio, in my opinion, a nice little prize to take home. You got racism in another live because I spoke Spanish. That's messed up, man. We don't see color around here. Every human being is equally loved by your boy TactiCool. Doesn't matter your race, religion, where you're from, what you do. We're all human beings here. Racism is a simple-minded concept to feed into. Well, I appreciate that, Bentley. It's very kind of you, man. The support really means a lot to me. It's nice to think that, you know, somebody saw me and decided, you know, this guy looks interesting enough at least to give a couple minutes of time to. So that's very cool. Absolutely, I agree. Racism is horrible. You should pull up live at work. LOL. Glad you were able to get some winners. Yeah, I'm glad enough people turned out that at one point there was like 5 people watching. I was like, man, I'll just give each one of you guys a chance at winning. So, I mean, like I said, I'm glad at least a couple people extra showed up so we could have some kind of drawing or giveaway, and it wasn't just, you know, which prize do you want kind of thing. That's ridiculous, dude. That's ridiculous. I would ask what stream, but I don't think that's like, probably shouldn't be talking, you know. I pray for people who attack me for other things like that. I've been people say you can't be racist to white people, but I've had quite a few instances in which people are pretty rude to me because I'm white, and in my opinion, that's racism. So with that, it's just, I pray for them, pray that they'll be able to get past that kind of hatred, and not look at people like that for the color that their skin is. That's a horrible thing. Yeah, I didn't, so with that, here, with that video, it wasn't actually me talking. It was just a voiceover of another guy talking that I used, and I dubbed it over my video. But it was I don't do drugs. I don't. I'm a sober-minded Christian man, and any kind of mind-altering substances no good for you. So I don't do any kind of drugs or alcohol or anything like that. But these are not airsoft. That is a real gun. It's a 300 blackout that you were seeing in that video. Yeah, I could only, I mean, honestly, with the amount of people that I got on the first one, it blew my mind. Like, I mean, 20 couple, it's nothing to be raving over or anything like that, but the support's really nice. And to think that one day I might have a nice following enough to jump on while I'm streaming, that would be really cool, man. Really looking forward to that happening in the future. What's going on, Tucker? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I get that. Nice gun collection in the back. Thank you. I appreciate that, Bentley. Here, I'll show you real quick. I don't have anything better to do. I'm just sitting here talking to you guys, watching videos. So you guys take precedent over the video. That's a 300 blackout. I built that from scratch. Started out with just this portion of the gun, nothing on it, and I put part by part, put it all together, custom build there, and then that is a 8.6 blackout bolt action. It is a 12-inch SBR, and then that's just a little crappy 22 that I threw together the other day, and then got a couple of pistols here. That's going to be the Alpha Foxtrot Romulus that you see in my flip-de-doo videos, and then again, and I did this one as well. This is a Shadow Systems MR920. Got a buddy that build guns. He's building an AR-15. Yeah, I didn't build it. Like, I didn't mill the slide or mill the receivers or anything like that, but I did put everything together on that from scratch, and it was really fun. I'm sure he really enjoys doing that. Thank you, Dungeon. I appreciate that. I've introduced your channel to a couple of buddies of mine. We all love your content. Once you have eyes on you, you'll skyrocket. Hey, man, that's the vote of confidence is huge, dude. And thank you for sharing my channel. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. Hopefully one day we can be doing some seriously valuable giveaways for everybody, so I can, you know, at least give back for that kind of love and support. I feel like it's the least I can do. And then TF2, I got reported and kicked from the server because I said hola, como estas, mi amigos. You're even being nice. I don't know 100% what all that means, but I know, you know, mi amigos, como estas. Like, that's crazy, man. No good, brother. We don't do none of that around here. You won't ever get any kind of scrutiny like that from me, brother. Only love. Love and prayers to you. Got a good collection of them. I was just going to 300 Win Mag. Yeah, 300 Win Mag. That's a beast, man. My brother-in-law has a 300 Win Mag bolt action. That thing thumps. Absolutely thumps. You can, yeah, sure.
Anyway, look at how many freaking bullets hit the can. My gosh. Might as well see what the pattern is and what it can do to that quarter-inch piece of mild steel.
Yeah, 300 Win Mag could dump just about any size animal in one quick shot, man. That's a really powerful round for sure. I have to say that I made the order for my CM7 8.6 literally same chassis as yours. I can't wait to get that beast at the range. That's awesome, dude. We got the same gun. That's sweet. What length did you get? I know they got a couple of different options for length on there. I got the 12-inch myself. Yeah, dude. Oh my goodness. A pretty comparable caliber is the 7mm Magnum, and I watched that, I mean, literally drop a deer, and it almost blew its leg entirely off of its body. Like, the hole out of the backside of its leg was just absolutely massive. It ruined a lot of meat, obviously, but it dropped the deer immediately, and we had some nice deer jerky. Oh, how are you doing, my friends? Yeah, see, you're gonna come off and say something kind like that, and then get scrutiny for it being a different language. That's just rude, man. That's incredibly rude. Drop the coyote from 300 yards. Yeah, that's a nice shot, man. I bet it dropped it right in its tracks. It probably didn't even move after that. 300 Win Mag's a complete beast of a round. They're so big too. Like the round is like it's like a massive cartridge. I'm not like I don't have a bunch of different calibers, but 12.5 they had an 8 barrel. Looking at yours, I had no problem getting the extra length. That's the original SBR. Yeah, so I got the SBR myself, but that's just because I like the stock for comfortability. Oh, excuse me, but yeah, the 12 I'm not gonna lie. I looked up a couple of different pages, a couple of different, I guess, forum pages on the 8.6 blackout, and I deduced mainly off of the AI response that I got that 12-inch would probably be the best length to go with. If you're with the silencer and all that, and it being 8.6 blackout, obviously, you know, if you're not silencing it, you're missing out on a lot of fun. So that's the reason I went with that myself. The 300 Win Mag, it's good bits. It's a 30 caliber. It's not quite 50 caliber, but it's pretty big, man. The actual, like, the cartridge is pretty comparable to, I would say it's pretty comparable to the length of a 50 BMG. Show you the difference here, so you can see exactly.
Anyway, here's our shot placement centered right on the money. Let's see if we can get a peek.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting cock blocked. Anyway,
yeah, I can't even find a good picture to reference here.
There might not be that much of a wound channel. Yeah, definitely not that much of a wound channel. Keeps. Oh, never mind, guys. It looks like it might have tumbled there a little bit.
I can't find a good picture to reference. My apologies.
Right at about the 21 and a half to 21 and 3/8 inch mark. Pretty freaking impressive for what it did. If you think Dragon's Breath is a cool name, this next round says hold my beer. Hellfire Buckshot. Sent over by Next Tactical again. Not only do you get Hellfire, but I heard the devil himself makes this buckshot special to be the deepest.
I would say probably the most comparable round. I mean, that I know of. I'm not a ballistics expert by any means or anything like that, but what's going on, Tucker? The 7mm Remington Magnum versus the 300 Win Mag is probably one of the closer comparisons you could make to the two. What can are you running? I was looking at running the pork chop. That's a really good can from what I hear, brother. Good choice. Oh man, I love silencers. That is the rugged Alaskan 360 Ti. That thing was really expensive, and it looks really good. Oh yeah, in power, yeah, definitely. Definitely a screaming round for sure. But yeah, I love the look of the 360 Ti. I want to get the tri-prong muzzle adapter for it so that I can get a nice flash hider. But with the subsonic rounds, it really doesn't leave quite the flash signature, especially with such a nice can. This thing really quiets down the whole build. That thing though, dude, that silencer, it's got quite a few rounds, quite a lot of bullets have been spent through that thing. And I'll tell you what, man, the Nosler 220 grains, it's the quietest gun I've ever heard in my life. Everybody says the 8.6 blackout is quieter than the 300 blackout, which, you know, I'm sure there's applications in which it would be the case, but honestly, I have not found yet a single gun that could come close to being as quiet as this guy. And it's an AR too. I can only imagine those coming out of a bolt action. Thank you though, Buster. That's very kind of you, my friend. You should be a gun tuber. See, I want to do more full-length content at the range, just shooting, having fun at the range, doing full-length videos, you know, different ballistics tests, shooting different stuff, armor plates, you know, seeing what bullets will go through which ones are more powerful, which ones are worth more, which ones aren't. But I don't have really the time these days. Hopefully very soon I will though, and I'll be able to bring you guys more gun tuber-esque content. Yeah, dude, 30 cal cans. I mean, 300 blackout is just mind-blowingly quiet. Sandman, let me see. Blackout build coming soon. Building an Atreus ambi lower right now for the 300. Nice, man. You got some good taste, brother. You got some good taste. I can appreciate that. Let me go grab my coffee real quick. 1 second. Be with you in 1 second. Not quite ready yet. That's all good. No problemo. What is going on, Gavin? How you doing, brother? Yeah, then they single you out too. That's even worse, man. That's even worse. You won't receive none of that kind of hatred over here, brother. Nothing but love. How you doing, Gavin? Thanks for stopping out, brother. Glad to have you. Can't lie, most of my inspo came from your 300 build. You, my friend, have good taste. I very much appreciate that, dude. So many people hate on my rifle because of the way I built it. I don't understand. I always thought it was such a decent, good-looking build. Obviously, I built it, so you know I'm gonna think it looks good. And I've changed parts in and out to make it like sitting exactly how I'd like it to be. So with that, it's just people crap on my taste a lot. But I appreciate that, man. That's really kind of you. What's going on, Pokemon? How you doing, brother? Weekend is going great, Gavin. Off to a good start. Supposed to get a bunch of snow today. So tomorrow morning I'm going to be doing a lot of shoveling and playing in the this will be the first big snowstorm I've had with my little girl, and so I'll be able to bundle her up and drag her around on a sled. It should be a great time. That's good, Pokemon. My day's going well, man. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. Like I said, we got a lot of snow coming, so I'm looking forward to being able to enjoy that a little bit. Started calling you racial slurs, dude. That's horrible. Thank you, my love. Coffee delivery. Yeah, that's crazy, Dungeon. That's crazy. Well, my love and prayers out to you, brother. You shouldn't have to deal with that kind of nonsense. It's okay, I got a lever action. 30-30 is my main gun. That's a... Dude, I've always wanted a nice lever gun myself. They are definitely a tasteful type of firearm, for sure. I appreciate that, and that's another thing that I was saying to the couple of guys I talked to about it that disliked it is, you know, it's unique. It's unique built to what I like. I've never heard of JP Enterprises. I was looking for a handguard that I could tuck the silencer into, so it would give you that kind of SD look. But I ended up not going with the tuck, as it were, but still getting the same handguard, just a little shorter. What's going on, Jason? Thanks for stopping in, brother. Good afternoon to you as well. Gavin, if I had to say, I would be on like a 70-30 stance with Trump right now. He's doing some questionable stuff, but it's a politician, man. You know, he's not a career politician, but he definitely did some really good for us, and he's got some questionable tactics in doing so. You know, he's a really controversial guy, but I definitely support him as our president. No matter who our president is, I support what their work is, because you know they're representing us. So obviously, if he's doing completely bad things just nonstop, I'm gonna probably backpedal a little bit on that statement, but I try to. You know, it's part of being a patriot. At least in my opinion. I'll join back in a minute. I'm going to my cousin's. Alrighty, Tucker, it was nice chatting with you, brother. Looking forward to seeing you again. No TF, he didn't. He didn't what? Nearly put my mom out of a job. Who? Who did that?
Traditional bullets really don't work like that on mild steel. They usually just shear out a giant wad of the steel. So let's see if it can make it through 5A.
Yeah, I agree. I like the circular look to it, the cylindrical look that kind of makes it all look like one seamless piece. Not really, but it gives it that. I think it's really aesthetically pleasing for sure. What do I post about? Typically it's me either preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ or playing around with my firearms, enjoying myself in whatever way I can find enjoyment from them. Yeah, see, and that's, you know, I have a couple of friends that are, I have a very close family friend, not so much anymore, but they are Argentinian, and they were very close to being sent back to their home country. Nearly put her out of a job. He nearly did it, though. He didn't do it. So that's good. I mean, obviously it's not good to, it's a worrisome thing to think that you'd be out of work because of any given situation with that. It's definitely not something that I would see you supporting, but you know, it is what it is. He aligns with a lot of the values that I have, a lot more than other candidates, I would say. So I try not to get too political, though, man. It will consume your entire life if you let it. Amen, Pokemon. Amen, brother. Gotta head out. Gotta get this ice in my lower. Have a good rest of your day and your weekend. I'll be at the next live. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you, Busta. Enjoy putting your piece together, brother. I'm sure it'll be a beautiful, endeavorous experience. Have a great rest of your weekend, and God bless you, brother. More expensive. Once you got the degree, she'll be paid way less than before. Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's a politician. They all do some questionable stuff, man. Absolutely, Busta. Nice chatting with you, big dog. It's my favorite gun I have. Probably that 300 Blackout right there. That's probably my most favoritist gun that I do own. What do I EDC? It depends. I have a Glock 19. I also have a Glock 43X. I have a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. The little version, the Shield Easy. And then I also have a Shadow Systems MR920, a Alpha Foxtrot Romulus, and I'll jump around from any one of those. Very happy with carrying on a daily basis. What do you ever day carry, Token?
You heard that correctly. This 355 grain 30 caliber solid tungsten rod is rated for 4,000 feet a second. Out of a 45-inch mod is at least, so I'm really not sure what type of velocities to expect out of our short 29.
Did I hear what he did to Obama on his deathbed? No, like I said, I try not to get too political or look into anything like that, you know. I wholeheartedly believe that politicians shouldn't make anywhere near what they make to do what they do, but I mean, with that, you know, the type of coverage they get is directly correlated. But let me see.
In case you don't know, slaps can be extremely dangerous or even potentially lethal to the user. If, number one, you don't take off your muzzle device, so please help remind me to do that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Which is the primary one.
Obama's alive and well, is he not?
Luckily, Dozer Munitions has a
What did Obama do? What did Trump do to Obama on his birthday?
What was it? Nothing. Please continue. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about, big dog.
Issue with that suppressor on the end. Gosh damn it. Well, ma'am, I don't intend on blowing.
Yeah,
My shoulder mic. I mean, I think it's already there.
it is what it is, man. I'm not trying to speak on politics really anymore. That's not what I'm doing here.
I think I'm alive right
You can
now.
agree with him, you can not agree with him. It is what it is.
That was the
New
most
SD9
intense
2.0.
recoil I think I have ever felt. I don't know how many of these I've
Needs something
done,
new.
but
SD9
I will say,
2.0.
like
Let's
I
see
had them in the
that.
stomach in the first place. I mean, I don't know how accurate this is, but here's the number we got, and what did we get?
Ooh. Yeah, I know exactly the one. My brother has an SD40. My younger brother has an SD9, and I have another relative with an SD9 as well. Very good handguns, very reliable. But yeah, who doesn't want a new gun these days, right? I think my cousin has a Glock 19 with 29 extension on it. And we got a banger here, so he grabbed it. He said if he wanted me to catch all 24 rounds. A banger. Well, I mean, that's what they're for, man. Protecting yourself. If you're out there protecting yourself and utilizing, exercising your constitutional rights to do so, it is what it is. It is what it is. How do I grow on YouTube? Honestly, Gavin, I'm probably not the best person to be asking. I'm not that big really at all. I'm actually relatively small in my opinion, but all I do is keep posting. A badger. Okay, I was gonna say, man, what's a banger? Some kind of slang that I don't know of. But yeah, dude, badgers are mean little critters, man. If it ran up on me, I'd probably dump that little thing too. But yeah, Gavin, just keep posting, brother. Just keep posting. Don't give up.
Somehow I got back on target quick enough to just see the end of the trace go away. That was pretty cool looking through the scope, but I can't tell if this
Blaster.
went through or not. Let me check.
What is that?
Oh my gosh, that has to be exactly a 30 caliber hole. That is freaking tiny right there.
Is that Pokemon? My favorite gun? My favorite gun would probably, favorite gun that I own would probably have to be my 300 Blackout build. But if I had to pick overall, like my favorite, if I could just have a gun, it would be the M200 Intervention, a Modern Warfare 2 classic, 408 Shytac character from Has Been Hotel. I don't even know what that is.
Well, here goes nothing. 2 inches right here. Oh, that's a little slippery with the paint. Okay, here's the deal. I think
Has Been Hotel.
and you don't want to see me
Ah,
pain, right? Like, I don't
anime show. I do not know much about anime.
Oh my gosh,
If that's what that is, I assume.
So freaking bad. I hope the camera shows how bad it is. There we go. That one stepped it up. You know, a decent amount. I'm telling you, I don't know how it's possible. But
What's your favorite gun, Gavin?
You saw it too, buddy? Wait, Terry, are you gonna stand up at all during this episode?
What do you enjoy?
Anyway, let's check out. My shoulder told me it was going through 2 inches as well, and there is a very nice bulge back there. Obviously, it did not go through 2 inches. Let's see what the projectile looks like.
Show where you are and how you and just I see. Yeah. Definitely not my forte, brother. If I had to put it into words for you, that would be my forte right there. Beginning of the gospel of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Adonai Elohim. Yeshua. Depends on what the gun's for. That's true. That's very true. I like SMGs and do not know much about guns. Yeah, the extent of knowledge that you could put forth to learning about guns, I don't think we'll ever sit there and say that I don't think I have that great of a knowledge about guns, though, to be honest with you. Every time I talk to somebody on YouTube, obviously everybody on YouTube that likes guns is a gun expert, and they try to educate you in every way they can. But I every time end up finding myself lacking in the knowledge department. And yeah, again, it does depend on what the gun is for, 100%. I would, if I had to just pick an overall rifle, though, it would be the intervention. You have such beautiful eyes, my friend. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Ronald, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for chatting and shooting me a compliment. That's very kind of you. God bless you, brother. Can you sub? You know what? I certainly can. Let me pull your YouTube up. OLJC. I will definitely support my supporters. I gotta find your name. You got the little asterisk above, the little apostrophe above the E. I don't even know how to do that on a keyboard. Forgive me, I'm not the greatest. JC Pokemon. Yeah, I can't find you, dude. What's your at? There you are. I got you. Boom. I'm your 30th sub. That's cool. My favorite song, any genre? Oh, man. So I'm really into Christian rap these days. I am a huge fan of Mike Mology's. My favorite song from him would have to probably be either... Oh, man, it's been a while since I've listened to any kind of music. Forgive me here. I'm looking. It's either Quit Playing or... Where was the other one? He's got so many songs, it's hard to remember the names. I Follow Jesus, that's also a really good one. And then let me see. He's got a ton of songs. He puts out a song like regularly. He probably puts out one a week. Maybe a little less than that. God's My Strength, that's the other one. Best Man, yeah. Mike Mology's Best Man, that's a really good one. Gavin Films 24, I will absolutely sub to you as well, my friend. I'm gonna end up having such a weird FYP or algorithm feed. I have just gotten I only watch Christian content and guns, so it's like any kind of, I guess, what's this? You post football content, and all the Mr. Pokemon, you post random stuff, video games, edits, it looks like. I'm actually adopted. What, man? Good Day by Forrest Frank's a great artist, man. I don't listen to him quite a lot, but I believe I know what song you're talking about. Yeah, I've listened to it before. just about 100K views on my last post. That's pretty cool. Really hard since I have not been able to see my parents in 6 years. I can imagine. I recently separated from my family as well. Sometimes it's just for the better, man. If you're trying to get better for yourself and you can't do it because of the people around you or, you know, the influence they have on you, sometimes it's just best to separate. Amen by Shabuzi and Jelly Roll. You know, I don't even know if I'm allowed to be playing music like this on live stream. Am I? Do you guys know? You cannot play any music on YouTube Live due to copyright laws. Okay, so I can't do that. I would. Yeah, see, Killa got me. I was listening to it through headphones. It's weird though. I wonder why you can't do like small intervals like you can on the YouTube Shorts. Because I know, obviously you can't put any sound on a YouTube Short beyond a 60-second duration short, but you can use mainstream copyrighted music if it's below 60 seconds of that actual song. So it's kind of weird that they wouldn't give you the same courtesy extension on a live stream. Same. Yeah, it is. It's stupid. YouTube got a lot of rules. I wish I could sit here and do those gun tricks on live stream, but in fear of getting my channel demonetized, I wouldn't want to do that. Good Pokemon. That's awesome, man. Stay at it. I don't work out a lot. I work out sometimes, and my profession, I'm pretty much, it's pretty laborious. So like, I do a lot of heavy lifting, and I stay pretty active. I'm not big on working out though. They gave me warnings and things like that. These are the dumbest things. Concrete video though. Yeah, I had one the other day get age restricted. It was literally just me showing what handguard is on my rifle. I was like, oh, this is the JP Enterprises handguard. Here's why it's cool. Here's where I got it from. This is why I like it. And they were like, yeah, it promotes violence. So I was like, what? It's crazy. You'll let me put a video of literally throwing a gun in a 360 and catching it midair, and then, you know, air racking and manipulating the gun in every way, but I can't put like a video explaining what kind of handguard I have. All right, Pokemon, it was nice chatting with you, brother. Feel free to come back. If we're ever live again, I'd love to talk to you some more. Have a good rest of your day, man, and a great weekend. God bless you. That 50 Fat Mac looks insane. YouTube. I need to see some more of that 50 Fat Mac. Fantastic, man. Looking forward to it. Whoa. Yeah, dude, I was just looking at that. Somebody told me to look at it. That golden black one, dude, the 556 belt fed, that thing looks absolutely nuts. For $1,200 too, man, you can bet every dollar on your entire life that I eventually, at some point or another, will have one of those sitting in this room, for certain. What other gun channels do you watch on YouTube? I'll run through my subscriptions real quick. I'll tell you right now, my absolute favorite of all time is Banana Ballistics. He the way he does his content is it's fitting. I very much enjoy it. Let me see here though. I watch Armin Gun used to be one of my favorites, where he's got a crazy collection. What's going on, Tucker? How you doing, brother? Can't wait for a Dirty Kid to drop their shot show vid. I don't even know who that is. Looks a lot like Micah from the Grand Thumb channel. I don't know what his last name is. Micah Murdoch or something like that. I don't know. Other gun channels. Obviously Kentucky Ballistics is one of my favorite go-tos. Thank you, Tucker. I appreciate that, big dog. Very nice of you. Let me see. Banana Ballistics, I don't know if I mentioned him or not. Let me see who I'm subscribed to. I'm subscribed to a lot of Tarkov content. Brandon Herrera obviously is a go-to. I really wish Demolition Ranch was still a thing. I'm subscribed to Mark and Sam After Work. They're extremely long-range shooters. They have videos of their average shot distance is like 3,000 yards. 3,000 yards. They go out to 2+ miles with some of their shots, and it's absolutely insane. Some of the videos they put out. They have one right now of a 300 blackout going out to a mile, which blows my mind to pieces. Like, just the thought of a 300 blackout getting fired for a solid mile is just mind blowing. And they're hitting it, you know, center target and stuff. 3,100 yards, 3,300 yards. Yeah, these guys are absolutely insane. Hello, Tucker. I was watching him earlier. Who? Kentucky? Honest Outlaw, Dirty Kid, Herrera, Micah Mayfield, that's his last name. Short Shot Tony, yeah, man, he's great. Love that dude. Don't be a dummy. I would say it, but I don't particularly like to cuss myself. I keep telling him every time I see a video of him smoking a cigarette, I'm like, hey man, don't be a dummy, put that cigarette out. Oh yeah, Grand Thumb, he's I was gonna say him, but I don't really watch him much. I used to watch Lucas Botkin a lot before he got Judiced out of his own company by his brothers, which but he hasn't been posting much. He's got his own channel now. Oh, Tao Fledermaus. Fledermaus. He's it's a really weird name, but he has a series where he has his viewers basically design their own type of shotgun shell and send them in for him to load into a shell and test out on different targets. And that series is really fun to watch for me. Concrete Cowboy. Oh, those guys are. That's pretty cool. That's a little play on words there. Motorcycle riders. Can I show us some of your guns? Yes, I certainly can. I can't touch them or do anything with them, but I can just show you. It's my 300 Blackout. Sorry to everybody that's seen it, and I'm going back to show it again, but just for my boy Lone World, thank you for stopping out, by the way. That's my 300 Blackout. It's a custom 8.2 inch SBR with a silencer. I built that out from scratch. That is a 8.6 Blackout suppressed with a rugged suppressors. Alaskan 360 Ti, it's a 12 inch SBR bolt action, and then that's just a little crappy 22 that I threw together with a bunch of random parts laying around my house. And then there is a couple of pistols there. One is the Alpha Foxtrot Romulus there on the left, and on the right that is going to be a Shadow Systems MR920. I have other guns sitting around the house, but obviously, like I said, I can't touch them, so I can't bring them in to show you. And they sit in their spots. So I don't really ever move them. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Overton Windex. Yeah, I've been talking with one of his buddies. What's his name? Everything Yukon. I don't know how I forgot that. I just sometimes my mind goes blank. But Everything Yukon is one of his, I guess, one of his closer friends, and I've been talking with him. He wants to do a video collaboration with me, and I've been wanting to, but it's like I don't know the first thing about doing anything like that. So it's like I'm kind of waiting on him to make the first move or make a request from me to like send him a video or something like that. I'm not certain how we're gonna go about it, but yeah, I've been really wanting to. I was surprised when he reached out because like their level of content is like, I feel like it's elevated to me. Like they do more professional level stuff, I would say, and I'm just kind of out here acting like a fool sometimes. So it's like it blew my mind that he was actually like interested. What's the first gun you're grabbing if an intruder came through your door? It would probably be the Panzer M4 Speed Pro sitting next to my bed. It's a 12 gauge shotgun, completely filled with buckshot, double up buckshot. What is my dream rifle? If I had to put a single rifle on the line to own for my one and only and my favorite, it would be the Shytac M200 Intervention, which, classic MW2. That thing is just amazing, dude. The 408 Shytac round is absolutely insane. It runs a little hot, but if I had to pick a rifle to own just for novelty, above any other rifle, that would be it. I would have to say that would be it. I would like to think that I would be able to grab that in a home intruder scenario, but it's like, I mean, it does have a forced reset trigger on it too, so I can dump a 30 out of that pretty speedy quick. But it's like that shotgun's I just feel like it's much more practical for home defense, to be completely honest with you. What's your dream rifle, Liam? Thank you for stopping out, though, brother. By the way, appreciate that. Lone World, again, if I haven't said it to you, thank you for stopping out. Nice chatting with you guys. That's another thing too, man. That thing I feel like is just built out a little too. I don't even know how to put it, but I feel like they would definitely. That would be one of the go-to defense. You know, that thing's just. I feel like it would be a reason for a drawn out court date. To be completely honest with you, as crazy as it sounds to have a court date for home defense scenario in which somebody's in your house posing a threat to you in a real life situation where you're sleeping and you have to grab your stuff and go to work, to think that you would be on trial for that without just an open and shut case is pretty crazy to me, given our constitutional rights. But with that I feel like that one would be cause for some scrutiny, to be completely honest with you. I feel like we would all, if it came down to it, and you were in a self-defense scenario, and you actually had to use your carry or your home defense firearm, and you would end up, I feel like no matter where you're at. And I mean, obviously, there's states that are, like Florida is like, they tell you to do that, like Texas in certain places, but like, yeah, I feel like a lot of the cases that you'll see yourself facing criminal charges for simply defending your own property, utilizing and exercising your constitutional rights. Do you do any competitions? It shouldn't matter where you are. Yeah, I agree. It should not matter what you use. But I do not do any competitions. I've been looking to get into some kind of competition shooting in the near future. For a form of content, and just to hone the edge on my skill set, but it's not in the cards right now. There's nowhere that actually holds in my area any kind of competition shooting, so it's kind of impractical for me for the travel aspect of it as well. I mean, it's not impractical to train with your weapons, but I do that at the local range as well as in my backyard. But it's out of reach, I would say, is a better way to say that for me currently. I haven't checked on TactiCool. I didn't even know that was a thing. About to look it up. TactiCool. Run and Gun Industries. TactiCool combines iOS and Android scoring apps with optional web services for registration, match information, online squatting, online payments. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Find a club. Let me see. Pennsylvania. I can't lie, man. I can't wait for the snow. This town fishing game. Adams fishing game. Okay, so there is one pretty local to me. But it's like, okay, open steel. Rimfire steel. Yeah, I was thinking, I didn't think that this specific range would have anything like that. But they certainly do. Last I checked, the range I go to, they only do like golf ball shoots and stuff, and 22 shoots. That's pretty cool. I'll have to look into that a little more. See, and the last time they did one was in 2023, so it's like, I don't know, they must not have had a great turnout or something. That's a pretty cool website though, man. That's thanks for pointing that out to me though. That at least, I mean, it gave me information on where I could go to look into doing some local competition shooting, which is, you know, the first step. So eventually I'll get there. Eventually I'll get there. Definitely heavily enthusiastic about firearms and shooting on a regular basis. So it's like, you know, only able to go from there, which, you know, I'm not putting it down anytime soon. So I'll only be picking up more and more as I go. Pretty sure Lucas Botkin just came out with a new handguard I want to try to look into getting for my next build. Definitely doing a full custom build. New rail. It will fit suppressors.
A fun fact about this rail, though, is it has a 1.65-inch diameter inside that's open. So any 1.5-inch suppressor can fit inside. And because it's a direct thread for accessories, you don't punch through and hit the suppressor, unlike on like an M-lock rail. So you can build like an OG Honey Badger or something. So
I love the direct thread. That's one thing I love about the JP Enterprises handguard is that it's a direct thread. You don't have to use like M-lock attachments or anything like that.
A fun fact about this rail, though, is it. We'll see if this explodes.
Boy, that guy, Lucas Botkin, man, he can perform. He's a great shooter.
It's actually pretty cold. Now, and it's suppressed.
That's awesome, dude. That's really cool. Yeah, that's really cool, man. I really wanna get more into different types and styles of shooting and training, and competitions are definitely a really good way to do that. How do you perform, if you don't mind my asking? Are you like, has it helped you get better? Like, obviously, you know, repetition and doing it regularly, you probably get a good bit better relatively quickly. How often are you out there doing it? Do you enjoy it? Is it? Because I know recreational shooting, it's like, you know, whatever kind of thing. So far, I've done a couple steel challenges, pistol match, rifle match, working on this 2-gun match. Yeah, dude. 2-gun, and 3-gun. I always heard was like this super fun way to get into firearms training. I've looked into a couple of different training, I guess, outfits that you can sign up for, and you bring all your gear and you bring all your ammo and stuff, and you just train with them. They have a training course they offer, and but I never really had the money to get into that. Still pretty green, as it were. Yeah, man. Working against your own anxiety, I've always heard that's like one of the best training tools you can utilize is anticipating it, and not knowing when it's going to happen. You know, just being ready at all times to punch out and get to work. The shot timer I always heard was one of the best, just for your own fighting your own anxiety there, and then, like you said, having people watching you definitely helps as well. Dude, I could only imagine. I would probably be fumbling around out there like a straight fool. You know, I do a lot of like self-induced training, and I shoot a lot, but I guarantee you, as soon as I were to throw that or have a timer right at my head with, you know, a guy following me, watching me, and then a whole crowd of people behind me, and they're keeping score, like I'd end up like fumbling the mag, like doing all kinds of messed up like beginner stuff. I guarantee you, I could only imagine. That's funny though. Yeah, that sounds about exactly how I would probably perform personally. That's funny, man. Oh, jeez. How long have I been streaming? My phone's about to die. I'm probably gonna hop off here, big dog. Ain't got much else going on for the rest of the day. I'll probably try to post some kind of content. I know I already posted a scriptural video. I'll probably do something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But I'm probably gonna hop off though. It was nice chatting with you. I really appreciate you coming through, Kyle. Very nice of you. Stay here, hanging out, talking with me. The support. It's always appreciated. Much love, big dog. Have a good rest of your weekend, guys. Everybody watching.